What's up, everybody? Jay Pinoy, and I am excited to finally open these figures. As you can see, I have quite a bit. I've been trying to save it for this ultimate unboxing that I'm going to show you guys. And yeah, let's get right to it. This is from Mcfarlane, 6-inch figures. And let's start off with the main headliner of the show, Adam West, aka Batman, Bruce Wayne. Yeah, let's get him open. It's an ultimate unboxing. Now, the reason why I'm opening these because I do have a play set, and I got the Batmobile, which I'll get right into after I open all of these. But yeah, just I figured that these packaging doesn't really look too appealing. I mean, they all look the same, generic, except the back. The back is very unique. I'm probably going to cut this out. It's kind of like a trading card. I don't know why Mcfarlane doesn't do a trading cards on these from the 66 line. Yeah, because he does it on his other lines from DC with the multiverse. And yeah, the downside about these guys, it's ooh, I probably should bring scissors. Okay, I got the scissors, and I forgot that these are very secured in the package. These figures don't necessarily come with accessories, which is a bummer, but they do come with these bubble effects that you see in the show when they punch a bad guy. When Batman punch a bad guy, you see the word "pow," "kapow," like in the comic books. So, I mean, that's cool and all. That all these figures have this, by the way, so you can kind of clip it, which I'll go ahead and show you. But first, let me get out Batman. Hopefully, I don't cut his cape. Yeah, this is a very nice looking Batman. Perhaps one of my favorite looks. I just love. You can't go wrong with the blue and gray. It's always Batman to me. That's my ideal color of Batman. It's blue and gray and yellow too. Yellow for the emblem, the logo on his chest plate. The belt is a nice sculpted. And another thing too, these figures are not too articulated like the multiverse figures, but they will look good on your shelf. They'll pop right out of the shelf. Like I said, the articulation is just pretty basic. I'm glad they have shoulder range, so he can move his arms that far wide. I mean, it's not like in the show. Now, I do watch the show, and it's pretty, pretty basic. It's not your everyday, like, what I'm trying to say is, this was my first introduction to Batman, to be honest, for everyone. And, like, it's very, I wouldn't say cartoony, but very cheesy with the cheesy jokes, like "Holy smokes, Batman!" That's what Robin, with the catchphrase, and yeah, the characters doesn't take too serious compared to what we see now in the DC mainstream. Is the characters are more serious, darker tone. This is an introduction on much more lighter tone. And I'm also surprised too Mcfarlane didn't give no stands, because I'm having difficult standing Batman up. Come on, Batman. Stand up for me, please. Okay, there you go. There's Batman. He might probably fall. Now let's get to Robin. the Boy Wonder, Dick Grayson, who's the actor played him is Burt Ward. I hope I said his name right. Yeah, I just know Batman and Robin, the actors that play them, because I mean it's Batman and Robin. Like, how can you not forget the characters? They're the main antagonists of the show. Alright. And again, Robin's all tied up. Let's see how long this video goes. I'll try to make it as quick. I'll give you a little. So, yeah, Robin, you know, he got that classic look on him with the green underwear showing his legs. This is what Robin looked in the comics, by the way. So they really took it and show it live on TV, and it really worked. I really like it how it turned out. You know, coming straight out of the comic books, it's a risk. You know, pulling the costumes from the comic books, seeing if it would work on TV, but it did for this type of show that came in the '60s. I'm sure a lot of kids were watching it, didn't mind it, they love it, and they stay tuned every single day to watch Batman. And here's Robin's effects. It's different words. You got wham, bam, pow, so you can play around with it. It would be nice for toy photography. Next up, we got Catwoman. Here's a nice image. They did release another Catwoman from the show. I don't know. It wasn't familiar to me when I watched the show. This is this is who I remembered playing Catwoman. I believe they had two actresses play Catwoman. One was her, and the other one was a black lady. But yeah, they did release that figure first before this one, and I was like looking. Not trying to be like, you know, discriminating or anything, but I was like, that's not the Catwoman I remember from the TV show. And I was like, I thought it was a white chick. And then, well, you know, this is the one. So Mcfarlane made us wait. So let's get her out. Yeah, I really like this look of Catwoman. Also, it really inspired Tim Burton's Batman Returns movie with Michelle Pfeiffer, which is my favorite Catwoman of all time. I know there's a few actually, who played Catwoman. And that includes, you know, the animated show. Michelle Pfeiffer is hands down my Catwoman. But she's not on this show, so it's a different Catwoman. And here's her sound of her effects. I don't know what sound that is. You got ew. I was thinking it's gonna be like a cow sound effects. Does she have anything? Nope. Wow, surprisingly, she's not chained into the package. She comes right off. That's a bit scary. Someone can just snatch her. Oh, and she stands very easily with high heels. What? Okay, moving on. We're at the 7-minute mark. Okay. Actually 3 minutes because I pause it and re-record. Here we got the main villain, Batman's main villain, Joker, that started it all. They said that without the Joker, there wouldn't be a Batman, which is kind of true. Joker's Batman's arch nemesis. I mean, he's what a lot of people think of when they think of Batman's number one bad guy. They think of Joker. I believe the the actor that played the Joker in this show, if I remember his name from the top of my head, it's Caesar Romano.
Caesar
Hopefully I got that
Romero.
right. If not, I know I was close. I didn't really quite do my research on all these actors, but I try to do what I can remember. And his effects are green, which makes sense because, part of him is green. You got sock, you got ouch. I like the word ouch because he's going to get a lot of punching from Batman. And he's going to feel the hurt. Alright, he does have a tie on him. I believe on the earliest figures, they did put ties on these figures. And then later down the road, they were like, F it. Wonder Woman, Catwoman came later on the wave. And then they just said, we're not going to put no twisty ties. So here's Joker. He's a bit tight. Ooh, they got waist sliver too. That's surprising. I wonder if all of them has. I don't want to take it out, and it's going to be hard for me to stand them. But here's Joker. You gotta have Joker for every Batman you have. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Next up, we got the Riddler. Now, this one I really remember in the show. Yeah, I always thought when I first got introduced to Batman from watching the 1966 show, I thought the Riddler was Batman's arch nemesis, like his very first villain. And then as soon as I started to watch it and start to learn more about Batman, because Batman's my favorite superhero, I start to see, okay, even the animated series talked about it. Joker was the one that made Batman. So who he really is. Here we got another one. It says ouch, same thing. You got Wham. I believe we already have a Wham, but it's good to have, not bad to have multiple. So cut him up. I'm trying to make this video under 20 minutes. Yeah, Riddler had the twisty ties. Man, I just really like the look too of this Riddler. You got comic book slash, they throw in realism. I mean, not too cartoony, although, his mask looks cartoony. There he is. It would be nice if he does have an open grip hand. So it would be nice if they give him a cane, like Riddler's iconic cane, but apparently they didn't. And yeah, I mean, that's another downside about these figures is that not only the articulation is lackluster, but then again, they're not really that acrobatic in the show. They just do a little punching here and there, kicks here and there, and jumping off from one crate to the other. And that's pretty much all you would get. You don't get like any backflips or anything like that, any moons, any just crazy moves. So I understand now why Mcfarlane go with more articulation, because they didn't really move much in the show. It was just punches there, kicks there, and yeah, it was just the focus of the Batman is more focused on the story than on the whole fight sequence. Although some of us really like those fights more than the actual story. We just want to see some action, We want to see Batman and Robin just punching guys and beating them up rather than having them get captured and falling in love or something like that. Okay, next up we have Mr. Freeze. Now, Mr. Freeze is the least one I remember from the show. I think I did see him on one, maybe two episodes. He might be appearing in more. Um, Again, my whole memory of the show is scrambled. I don't really watch the show every single episode. I just watch it here and there whenever it's on. Because back when cable, where we just had cable, we just had to watch what was on, and they would show this Batman show, you know, a few times. They don't like play it every single day like they did in the '60s. No, because they had to have other rooms for other shows, which is sucks because me being a kid, like I want to watch a superhero show that I can get behind. But they did show the Batman show every now and then. And whenever it's on, I never change the channel. I usually leave it on, even though I don't care less about the story. I just want to see some action. Like I said, the story doesn't really intrigue me, but I like the action. Okay, the last two I have, we have Two-Face, and the back, I noticed that it's a different artwork. You got Catwoman, Joker, Batman, Robin, and Batgirl, which we still don't have from this line. Now, we do have the Batman 66 Batgirl from the Mattel line, and Mattel had the rights for DC, and long story short, they made the 66 Batman characters, and they also made a Batmobile, etc. Even they made I believe a Batcave or a Wayne Manor diorama for this for the Mattel line. But I won't get into that too much. Yeah, Mattel lost the rights to DC. Mcfarlane took over, and now Mcfarlane is making his own versions. So I'll get back into that whole discussion about Mattel and Mcfarlane. But here you got Two-Face. I do like that head sculpt. I don't remember Two-Face being in the show. He can really pass as a comic book character. Okay, last we have King Tut, which I do surprisingly remembered, and yeah, this is the only figure that comes with accessories. He doesn't come with the bubbles. He comes with a cane and a staff. Interesting. I guess they want to make King Tut more appealing to get. But why? I mean, if you watch the show, you gotta remember King Tut. It's funny because King Tut, I don't remember seeing him in any other DC show, whether it's live action, the cartoons. No, I mean the 66 is the only one that I remember him. And here's the two things that he came with. King Tut, I like how they continue to give him a cloth cape, and that's another thing too. Like Mcfarlane doesn't typically use cloth capes unless if it's like a multiverse and you're paying $20, then he's going to give you a plastic cape. So yeah, here's King Tut. Not looking too shabby. Got his cape. It actually looks pretty good. I'm quite impressed. Even the head sculpt, it looks like the actor. Yeah, overall it looks really good. I don't remember him too much, like any iconic things that he said or has done on the show, but I do remember seeing him on the show. But I just don't remember any scenes with him. I might have to go on YouTube for that. But yeah, he can hold both of his accessories, and putting him right next to Batman. They look really good next to each other. Okay, now I said I was gonna get to the Batmobile, but I'll probably do that in another video because this video is getting too long. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Peace. Another thing I forgot to talk about is this penguin that I also got. I got him loose, but this is not from the Mcfarlane. Although the Mcfarlane version did release a penguin, but he came without a cigar and he came without an umbrella. Now I do have the umbrella from this penguin that came from Mattel. So like I said, Mattel, they made a Batman 66, and this is it. I mean, I just feel like there's some figures from Mattel that would work with the Mcfarlane figures, and this is one of them because number one, he does come with a cigar and he comes with his umbrella. So yeah, if you don't believe me, here you can take a look. He fits in well with guys like the Joker. See, and fits well with Batman. So overall, yeah, I mean, it's the exact same penguin from the Mcfarlane, but I just have him more than the Mcfarlane because he comes with much more accessories. Well, thank you guys for watching.